Hey, Wicked Twin, how are you? It's good to see you, babe. Greg, you too, huh? How are you? Chi-Town. Hey, Dakota, how are you? And Joanne and Chris. How are you guys? Quiet, I hope, tonight. Where's my chicken? There you are. There you are. So let's see. We had snow this morning, and now I think it's 48 degrees now. And now they're saying it's going to be 70 tomorrow. It's good to talk to you, John. I've just had a lot of stuff going on lately. I've just been really, really busy. But I'm glad that you're still working with the vets. That's great. That's great, Greg. Did you really, Chris? Where are you at that there's 6 coyotes? So I know where to stay away from. Sergio, how are you, hon? Good to see you. Kinda see you. Ooh, what weather we got here? You can call me whatever you want. Names don't bother me, babe, one way or another. Hey, there's the beautiful Courtney. How are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you. I heard you had lots of fun the other night, huh? You're close to Reno. You are. I want to get up to Reno too because that's where Blue Ghost is and Streaming Silence. Hey, Gray Dude. How are you, babe? It's good to see you. Invictus. It is so good to see you too. I don't know if I find your angel, I'll ask her, Jeff. But I'm doing well, thank you. I miss you too. We're gonna have to go out to dinner. Maybe we'll do a double date sometime when Chi-Town's available, and you too. But no cap watching. Hey, chat is gone. You have a question for me. Okay. Go ahead. I hope I have an answer. It's so quiet out here tonight. It's actually kind of nice. Okay, go ahead, Greg. I'm all ears. Jerry, how are you? I'm so glad you're back, and I'm so glad that we were able to unblock you, and I'm still pissed off about that, but I'm glad you're here, hon. No, and if I would have known, you wouldn't have been in the first place, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Oh boy, I sure hope so, great dude. I really do. I hope that I can get some time in there and do some of that. Most of the trips that I have planned are either to see people or to see, a certain thing, not just for me to just go out. So what did I do this weekend? What did I do? I went out with Chi-Town Citizen the other night. We went cap watching. Got some stuff done here. I got some more packing taken care of. When are you coming to Vegas? That's another trip I have to plan too. I'd love to go to all these places. I just have to do it according to my budget, guys. People are starting different chat rooms, and my thought is that if we have different chat rooms for different ideas, First Amendment, since we're not speaking along with each other, an example. There you go. There you go, Shaitan. When y'all coming to Chicago, huh? Sergio, you know I have to come there. It's in my plans too. I know. I really wanted to, I was supposed to be there when James and them went. I was supposed to be there, but, you know, my ticket got all jacked up. And, yeah, let's see. Metro is dirty. I don't think it's, you know what? I can't even say that. I was going to say, I don't think it's a whole station. I think it's specific, but even if they're not actually, if their hands aren't in it, if they still know about it, you're right. You're right. They're just as guilty. You're not swimming over there. It's too far. I disagree with that, Greg. We can't be one, and we'll never be one, and we shouldn't be one. And more bucking system here. Texas, who never liked mines, right? And that's just it. We all got into this because of one reason or another, and it's not what the average person would choose. I was about to say normal, but who's normal, right? But we want to do, we want to do our own thing up to a point. I mean, Greg, don't get me wrong. We're involved, but not, not hands-on type thing. And then once you start doing that, once you start organizing, and then you start, like somebody else wanted to get names and numbers all written down and all of this, then forget it. Then you have an organization, then too many problems. Then they could even go after us for RICO if they wanted to. Oh, I am going to come to Vegas. I am coming. And like I said, I was supposed to be there, supposed to go when they all went up there for Josh Martinez, but I wasn't able to. So, separate chat rooms. I don't get it. I don't understand what you're asking. Everybody is different. So what you're going to find in somebody's stream, somebody's chat, somebody's whatever, isn't necessarily what you're going to find in everybody's, babe. Different people are connected to people for one reason or another. We watch somebody because we like what they do, or we don't watch somebody because we don't like what they do. We can agree to disagree. There's no problem. I'm not saying, other than the fact where we're working towards the same thing. Other than that, we really aren't, though, in my eyes. But that's just my opinion. Hey, Eastern Kentucky Accountability. How are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. News Now Phoenix. There you are. How are you? So shout out some temperatures where you're at, so I can pretend that I'm warm. No, there's Belle. Everybody say hi to Belle. Beautiful Belle for freedom. Hello, your News Now. How are you? Thanks for coming in, babe. But we have one common interest. Sure, we have one common interest. I agree. But we don't get to that one thing the same way. And you have to understand, it's hard when you go out there, especially if you're out there with somebody else, with a few other people. It becomes even more difficult. everybody talking all over each other, and uh, yeah, it's just difficult. But absolutely, I think it's great that you get like the different people in the state together. That's what I'm trying to do. Me and Chi Town have talked about that, trying to, you know, get all the people that are here locally, and then we can do something like on that aspect, but not on a bigger scale than that. Is all I ever thought of, Greg. And there's many people that have tried, and there's different things they've tried, even since I've been here, and nothing lasts. Everybody has to do their own thing. We're rebels, you know. What do you want? Absolutely, Belle. And Chi-Town, right? We need to unite for one cause. Unite, but separately, is how I feel. No, you bet, Belle. You bet, Belle. See, these people don't even know that I've been on audits with you, and I've been on cop watches with you, and I would be happy to do it any day. Hey, Patrick, how are you, babe? Oh my God, Belle. I was thinking the other day when I was calling for an Uber coming down from Mulholland. I won't say anything more unless you want to. One of our Uber drivers, guys, was, and that was actually on the 4th of July. One of our Uber drivers was, uh, well, the one getting there was really nice. He was cool. He wanted to actually stick around with us and park the car, but he couldn't. He just thought it was cool that we were YouTubers. Asking the cashier, where's my chicken? All right, there. See? You got, you had some thinking going on in your name. Doesn't it? Invictus. I assume so. We had no idea, Belle, that he that he was touching himself. When you were going, making the noises and saying the things, that's when the guy was driving like an idiot, and we thought he was going to go off the curb, off the curve. Guys, oh my goodness, yeah. Um, we had Belle go in the front seat, and the rest of us were in the back seat. So she was up front with a really close and personal Uber driver. Oh my God, I don't think I ever laughed so hard. Yes, Chi-Town, yes. And she kept saying things to us, like she would say, "Oh my God, we're not going to make it," or something. And Johnny and I and was Boomer there at that time? I'm not sure. Anyway, we kept saying, uh, we were agreeing with her, but we thought it was because of the guy's driving. We didn't know that he was pleasuring himself up there. Uh, hey, Sarah, how are you, sweetheart? It's so good to see you. I'm glad you're able to come in. We were just talking about before the people that were blocked, and I apologize for that. It won't happen again. And if it does, um, please, please, please let me know immediately. It was messed up. Oh my goodness. You would think, Jerry, right? You would think that's the way to do it. uh, I agree. We do have something in common. We do. I told you, you should have just texted us. All of us had our phones in our hands, so you should have just texted one of us. Then we would have known. Uh, oh my gosh. Funny as fuck, that's for sure. Oh, it was personal, all right, Jerry. It was real personal. Hey, hey, hey. Jerry, we don't have a problem, hon. I, we can just, agree to disagree on that. Like I said, people have tried doing things like that before. It just hasn't worked. We're all too stubborn. We're all too set in our ways, and um, you know, we're all kind of individuals and loners to a point, in a way. I don't know if that makes sense. My friend died a few. My friend died a few weeks ago. Invictus, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. And I agree with you. Sometimes it does take a death or a birth or something really tremendously emotional, that we've got to go through. Part of life, I guess. I just hate that part. You live in Chicago, the most corrupt city in America. I know, and I try to hold that. I tried to hold them accountable for that, Greg. But I'm one person, babe. You know, and I'm one female person, and I can't go out there by myself in certain places. But I'm doing what I can do. Oh, there's my Colorado Donkey Watch. Everybody say hi to Colorado Donkey Watch. My favorite donkey in the whole world. Not past 3, huh, Jerry? Oh, Chi-Town, I am telling you, it was the funniest things. How about it, sweetheart? We had some really wild Uber drivers in California. Holy crap. I haven't had anything like fun like that here with any of my Uber drivers. You're right, Bubba. You're absolutely right. Sasquatch. Where's Sasquatch? Is he peering or peeing at the woods? They're quitting. Who's quitting? Yeah, Chicago is crazy. Invictus, it really is. You know what I really want to do, but then I can't do this stuff by myself, but I really, really want to do the Chicago Police Academy. Sweetheart, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm working my way that way. I really am. Our government needs to invest back in the people. I know, Patrick. It's sad, actually. It really is. Where are the candles? The candles at this point are out of commission. I'm going to get new batteries for them, huh? I'll order them tomorrow on Amazon. Loud, awkward animal noises. But again, you have to remember. Now, Belle's in the front seat with him. 3 of us. Yeah, there had to be 3 of us. So who was it? It was me, Johnny. It had to be Boomer, right? Was it Boomer? I don't know. But yeah, she was up close. But we had no idea because he was driving, driving like an idiot. And we just thought that She was talking about his driving. Oh, oh my gosh. Once we found out, I think we almost all peed ourselves. We were laughing so hard. Yeah, okay, it was. Yeah, it was Boomer. Then it was, yeah. Yeah, that was the same day, was it? That wasn't the same day with Nathan. Nathan had to be like the day after or something because he had his beads on. Speaking of, take a look who just walked into the room, guys. Everybody say hi to Johnny 50. We were just talking about that fun Uber driver we had, Johnny. uh, yeah, so was the drivers, from what I hear, right? Isn't that how it went, Belle? Yeah, it's kind of like that that whole cock thing, right, Belle? One guy starts saying it, and the next thing you know, you got 100 pictures of cocks up in here. And I may be talking about roosters, guys, so don't think that I'm being bad. You know what else we were just talking about earlier, too? They were talking about segways. And when we were there and Blue Flame showed up, I turned around and I swear, guys, it looked just like Silence of the Lambs. I'm telling you. Running Circle Productions, a whole lot of nothing, babe. This is just an end of the night chat. It's just an open chat. Um, you know, and most of the people that you see in here are civil rights activists. So that may scare you off, huh? Some people say their ears were burning when people were talking about them. Giving it one more shot. Uh-oh. What are you giving one more shot here, babe? What are you doing? Time for changes. Wasn't it? He was creepy. Because he had that mask on, too. He had his hat pulled down, and then he had, like, that... yeah. Yeah. That's right. Boomer told him off. Is that what happened, Chi-Town? Okay. That's good to know. I'm not kidding, Genesis. I'm not kidding. We had some of the most fun Uber drivers when we were there. We had one that I swear was 12 years old. Oh, sure. Chi-Town. It's all perfectly normal, babe. Perfectly normal. Absolutely. It's the little things that count, Johnny. It's the little things. Trying to get in what, babe? Trying to get in here? I'm so sorry you were blocked too. Guys, I had over 100 people that were blocked in here that I didn't block. And I know I've apologized, but I'm just saying it again. I am very sorry that happened. And I know, Sasquatch, I'm sorry. But it taught me a lesson. It taught me a lesson to start paying closer attention to my account and all that fun stuff. Chi-Town, actually, you and Johnny have a lot of things in common. You have some things that are your that you guys absolutely have in common. That dry sense of humor at times too. So, anything new and exciting happened with anybody this weekend? You want to talk about any videos that came up? Anything? Because I'm about to say, let's see. Hey Sasquatch, I think I saw you in off the grid video. You probably did. But he's pretty good about camouflaging himself, hon. It might not have been him. Might have been one of his offspring. Okay, Belle, make sure I can't do it when I'm on here. I don't know why I can't, but I can't. Can somebody put up um, Belle's channel? And I hope you guys are all sub to each other. I always tell you we need to be there for each other when we can, right? Now that these um, new new things, these new rules, how about it, Belle? 1,000 subs just to even live stream. Come on. I don't care about the monetization, but at least let them live stream. I mean, that was for your safety. I mean, I don't know what I would do if I couldn't live stream. Yeah, I'd be able to still go on Facebook and whatever, but it's just not the same. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, and I didn't have a clue. I knew people weren't in here. People that always were in here, but I didn't know. Thank you, Genesis. I appreciate that. And like I said, everybody, please sub to each other. I know you got to be up there too, Sasquatch. What do you need? 133. Everybody, please, please, please help. Help these guys that the smaller channels so they can at least be safe. You know, like I said, I don't care about the monetization. I just care about them being able to live stream. Live streaming and saved my ass a few times. Lincoln just got her 1,000 from a cop watch in front of her house. Jerry, that's great. That's great. I love to hear that. Nah, News Nebraska, you're not late, babe. Good night, Belle. Yeah, I'm gonna finish a cigarette and I'm gonna go off to bed too. I'm tired. I had a busy, busy weekend. Good night, sweetheart. It's good to talk to you. Yeah, Genesis, again, that's just it. For safety, was my big thing. I know, like I said, I know a lot of people were saying, the hours and the subs for the monetization, but for me, I was more concerned about the people that had under 1,000 being able to live stream. I can't tell you how many times we had to even fake. Johnny taught me that one, that we had to fake that we were recording, Going to support furry tomorrow morning against cops and government workers who think they can assault sex. I know. I was going to talk about that. That made me sick. It made me absolutely fucking sick to my stomach when I heard that. And I did wish that I could be there. I really do. If there was any way I would be there. But sweet dreams, sweetheart. I'll talk to you soon. So you talking to us? No, oh, there goes my battery. No, actually, I am on my balcony this time. See, not my bedroom. Right. And I know they said that with Streamlabs or Facebook, you can still go live, but um, if you want to get those numbers up, you got to get it on YouTube. I mean, I wish I had the knowledge that like Bunny has and everybody else to link their 10 different platforms at one time. 5 at least. 5 at least. Maybe 10's an over exaggeration, but I think at least 5. So yeah, guys. If you heard what happened to Furry this week, and if you're unhappy about it, please, please, please let people know. Let's do what we do. That was absolutely one of the worst things I think I've heard that has happened. I mean, that to me that was even worse than when she got shot. Unless you're a woman, you don't really understand, but it's just very, very wrong. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here now. Um, yes, Chi-Town, absolutely justice for furry. You know, and this has really gotten her down, and I understand. Oh, Invictus, that's what I said. I said, I gotta get over there. I'm gonna throw punch that son of a bitch when I see him. Yeah. I even had somebody tell me that if I did, they would pay my bail money. So that was all good. Absolutely. He needs to be fired. But this is what pisses me off, right? Um, not only should he be fired, he needs to be charged criminally. And that's one of the things that we're upset about with law enforcement, right? Is that it's not fair, you know? It's the privilege always goes to them. California Citizen Watch is here. Hey, how are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you. I really tried, babe. I really, really tried. Yeah, David, it's the gypsy cops, and those are the ones usually that cause the most problems too. I bet you are. I really appreciate what you're doing, though. California Citizen Watch, I really do. And boy, like I said, I really wish I was there. I'll be there in spirit, but and David, I agree with that. That was one of the things I think that, um, actually, it's one of the things that has kept me safe, is live streaming. You know, if anything happens to me, now I think people are going to look into it. You know, a year ago, I could have just fallen off the face of the earth and nobody would have been the wiser. Yeah. One of these days, California Citizen Watch, one of these days on my trips there, I'm going to meet up with you, but we're hoping the freedom fighters will make an example of how hard. You know, this, I don't even know how to say this, but it puts things completely in different perspective. You know, we do what we do. You know, we try to fight for fairness and justice. But what they did to her in that car was not only um, degrading and embarrassing, it it hurt her, and she's going to be scarred for that. And I am so angry. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get off here. I do love you. Have a good night. Be kind. And remember, always record the police.